All right, it's time for DAZN Sazon. It's Hispanic Heritage Month, and it's time to talk to an MMA legend about some Hispanic history. I mean, what does it feel to represent, Latin America, South America as a fighter?
For me, it's always not just think about me, but represent all the moments, do better sport for them, for the next generation. And it's not just about me, it's about everyone, every girl, make the sport better for them come represent us too.
Okay, so being a Latin fighter, like in boxing, if they talk about Mexican fighters, they say, okay, they're very, very tough. They come forward. Would you say that there's something that applies to being a Latin fighter in the MMA?
I believe with Brazilians too is very little bit similar than the Mexicans, then come forward too. Mm-hmm. So I believe then come forward, then I believe they'll be very similar this.
I mean, Brazilian damn near started MMA. Like they reigned in MMA and created this new style that changed the whole karate game.
I believe the sport is getting better and better because before you see you see kids that start training early. I started training when I was 19 years old. Yeah. So you see kids 5 years old, they already do everything. And they don't just do one sport. Okay, I started with boxing, then go Muay Thai, then start to MMA, everything. Yes. So I think the sport is just gonna get better and better.
Right.
Listen, Chris, who's some of the Hispanic fighters, whether combat fighters, MMA or boxing, that you like to watch that inspired you?
I really follow the Brazilians. I'm a big fan of Jose Aldo. I'm a big fan of Canelo. I'm a big fan of Virgil Ortiz. He's coming, and I trained a little bit with his dad, and I see how he's training really hard. And it's like some fighters, yes.
All right, so I'd like to know what's the difference, if any, between the Latin culture in Brazil and the Latin culture and community here in America.
What is the difference?
Yes, if there's any difference between the two communities, the Latin community in Brazil and the Latin community here.
I believe they don't know about the more happy, but then every day in Brazil, they get it together and the barbecue, and doesn't matter if you don't have money, if you have money, they get it together, and in America, okay, for me it's good because I can focus more for my sport, but in Brazil they're more together, they're close. It's similar a little bit about Mexicans, then family, then together. Now, sometimes you see some Americans you met and say, man, I don't see my dad, my mom 15 years. Wow. It's different. And for me, I talk to my mom every day. I talk to my dad every day. I know it's a little bit different about the connection when you have the family and connect together.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, you represent the Latin culture to the utmost. So thanks for taking the time to chop it up with us, Chris.
Of course, it's my pleasure. Thank you.